Welcome to today's presentation on the Eisenhower Dollar, a coin admired for its powerful design, historical significance, and lasting impact in the world of collecting. Its bold appearance and unique story make it a true standout for enthusiasts everywhere. First up, the Eisenhower Dollar, issued to commemorate the bicentennial of the United States in 1976, remains one of the most iconic pieces of American numismatics. Collectors around the world admire it not only for its patriotic design, but also for its unique role in celebrating 200 years of American independence. While millions were minted for circulation, certain rare varieties and well-preserved examples have become highly desirable in the coin market. Even in a very dated or circulated state, this coin draws attention because of its symbolic meaning and the story it tells, making it much more than just a piece of metal. The coin was struck between 1975 and 1976 and was the last large-sized dollar coin produced by the U.S. Mint. It was designed during a period of national pride, as the nation marked its 200th anniversary. Its issue was intended to serve as both a circulating dollar and a commemorative token of independence, making it the first dollar coin to carry a dual purpose in modern American history. It was minted in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, with the San Francisco Mint producing the collectible proof and silver-clad versions. This places it firmly within the bicentennial celebrations, linking it to one of the most significant cultural moments in American history. The design itself is one of the coin's strongest appeals. The obverse features the familiar portrait of President Dwight D. Eisenhower, a fitting tribute to the general-turned-president whose leadership in World War II and later presidency helped shape modern America. The reverse showcases the Liberty Bell superimposed over the moon, symbolizing both America's revolutionary past and its bold achievements in space exploration. Struck in both copper-nickel and 40% silver compositions, the coin measures 38.1 millimeters in diameter and weighs around 22.7 grams, making it a substantial piece to hold. This artistic combination of history and progress makes it instantly recognizable and memorable among U.S. coinage. What elevates this coin further is its rarity in certain conditions and varieties. While circulation strikes are common, proof versions in silver or with unusual errors, such as double strikes or off-center mintings, are considerably scarcer. Collectors also prize the San Francisco Mint mark versions, particularly in pristine condition, as these were struck with extra care. However, when a coin is found in a very dirty or heavily circulated state, its appeal lies more in its symbolic value than pristine beauty. The difference between a worn example and one graded as a proof or mint state coin can mean thousands of dollars in value. Market values for the Eisenhower bicentennial dollar vary widely depending on condition and type. A circulated, dirty example might be worth only a few dollars above face value, but silver-clad proofs or rare era varieties can command anywhere from $200 to $5,000, depending on grade and demand. In exceptional cases, particularly for coins graded MS67 or higher by PCGS or NGC, prices have exceeded $7,500 at auction. This wide range reflects the dual reality of the coin, common in circulation, but capable of extraordinary value when rare varieties or pristine conditions are involved. For collectors seeking to acquire one of these coins, knowledge and patience are key. It is important to learn how to distinguish between copper-nickel-clad and silver-clad issues, to recognize mint marks, and to examine surfaces for wear, scratches, or natural toning. Certification from trusted grading services like PCGS or NGC adds credibility and ensures fair pricing, especially when investing in high-grade pieces. Collectors are also advised to store coins in airtight holders to prevent further tarnish or damage, particularly for silver examples that are prone to toning. Although many Eisenhower bicentennial dollars exist, the coin's historical and symbolic significance gives it an appeal that goes beyond rarity alone. It stands as a tangible piece of the nation's 200th anniversary, a milestone that resonates with collectors who appreciate both history and artistry. Whether in clean, uncirculated condition or as a dated, well-traveled example, it connects the past to the present in a way few modern coins do. Its market potential and steady demand ensure that it remains a fixture in numismatic collections worldwide. In the end, The Eisenhower bicentennial dollar represents more than monetary worth. It embodies the spirit of America's independence and progress. Its unique design, commemorative purpose, and wide range of values make it a coin that continues to inspire fascination. For new collectors, it provides an accessible entry point, while for seasoned numismatists, the rarer varieties offer true treasures worth pursuing. Even in its most worn state, this coin holds a dignity that ensures it will remain a beloved part of U.S. numismatic history for generations to come. Next up, the 1971 Eisenhower dollar without a mint mark is one of the most intriguing and desirable coins from the Eisenhower series, representing both the beginning of an era and a highly collectible rarity. While most Eisenhower dollars were produced in large quantities, this no-mint mark version struck in Philadelphia stands out because of its connection to the very first year of issue for the series. Collectors value it not just as currency but as a piece of numismatic history, with even circulated and dirty examples drawing interest because of their association with the coin that revived the large-sized U.S. dollar after decades of absence. This coin was minted in 1971, marking the first official release of the Eisenhower dollar following the approval of Congress to honor President Dwight D. Eisenhower. The Philadelphia Mint, which traditionally did not use a mint mark at the time, produced millions of coins for general circulation. However, within that mintage, specific die varieties and striking anomalies became notable, giving rise to pieces that are far rarer than their common counterparts. The coin itself also carried symbolic weight, coming at a time when America was reflecting on its post-war progress and commemorating Eisenhower's legacy as both Supreme Allied Commander during World War II and a two-term U.S. president. The design of the 1971 Eisenhower dollar showcases both artistry and symbolism. Frank Gasparo's obverse portrait of Eisenhower emphasizes strength and dignity, creating a timeless likeness that captured the respect of the American people. On the reverse, the design draws directly from the Apollo 11 mission insignia, depicting an eagle landing on the moon holding an olive branch, a proud reminder of America's space triumph just 2 years earlier. Struck in copper-nickel clad and measuring 38.1 millimeters in diameter with a weight of 22.68 grams, the coin carries a bold presence. Its combination of historical tribute and space exploration imagery makes it unique among modern U.S. dollars. What makes certain 1971 Eisenhower dollars without mint marks rare is not their overall mintage but their specific varieties and condition. The Type 1 reverse, featuring a more blocky design in the earthen lettering, is particularly sought after compared to later refinements. Circulated and dirty examples are common, yet high-grade uncirculated or proof-like strikes from Philadelphia are scarce, often elusive for collectors aiming for registry sets. Adding to this appeal are era coins such as double dies or planchette floors, which elevate value far beyond that of ordinary circulated specimens. In terms of value, the 1971 Eisenhower dollar without a mint mark typically sells for modest amounts when heavily circulated or dirty, often just $100 to $500. However, uncirculated examples graded MS-65 can reach between $1,500 and $3,000, while exceptional high-grade pieces certified MS-66 or higher have achieved auction results above $4,000. Rarer era coins or particularly attractive examples with original luster can command even higher figures. This wide range of prices reflects the dual nature of the coin, plentiful in general, yet capable of great worth under the right circumstances. For collectors seeking this coin, careful attention to detail is vital. Examining the reverse design to identify whether it is a Type 1 or Type 2 variety is an important step, as well as checking for strong strikes and minimal abrasions. Submitting the coin to reputable grading services like PCGS or NGC provides assurance and often unlocks higher resale value. Since dirty or heavily worn examples are worth far less, proper cleaning should be avoided, as even natural toning is preferable to artificial shine. Coins should be stored in protective holders to preserve condition, especially if silver-clad versions or era pieces are acquired. The coin remains appealing to both beginners and experienced numismatists because it represents the rebirth of the large dollar and ties together two major American achievements, Eisenhower's leadership and the Apollo 11 moon landing. Collectors see it as a coin that embodies patriotism, progress, and artistry in equal measure, ensuring ongoing demand despite its common circulation numbers. Its place in history makes it far more than an ordinary dollar coin, giving even worn examples meaning and character. Ultimately, the 1971 Eisenhower dollar without a mint mark is an essential part of American coinage history. It offers a fascinating blend of political tribute, technological triumph, and numismatic artistry. Though many examples exist in poor condition, its rarer varieties and higher grades can command strong market values, making it both accessible and aspirational for collectors. Whether found in a very dirty state or in pristine mint condition, this coin continues to bridge America's past achievements with the enduring passion of coin collecting today. Next up, the 1974 Eisenhower dollar without a mint mark remains one of the more fascinating coins from the Eisenhower series, especially for collectors who appreciate subtle varieties and the historical connections behind this large-format dollar. Struck at the Philadelphia Mint, these coins carry no mint mark, and while they were produced in large numbers for circulation, certain examples, especially those tied to rare die varieties or unusual striking characteristics, have become highly desirable. Even in very dirty condition, a 1974 Eisenhower dollar can hold collector interest because of its connection to the mid-1970s period of American history and the enduring respect for Eisenhower's legacy. The release of this coin in 1974 was part of the broader Eisenhower dollar program, which began in 1971 as a tribute to Dwight D. Eisenhower following his death in 1969. It was the first circulating dollar coin in the United States since the peace dollar ended production in 1935. The Philadelphia Mint, in keeping with tradition at that time, did not use a mint mark, making its 1974 issues identifiable by this omission. This was also a year just before the special bicentennial redesign of 1976, giving the 1974 Eisenhower dollar a unique position as one of the last standard designs before the patriotic commemorative began. The design of the 1974 Eisenhower dollar is striking in both artistry and symbolism. The obverse features Frank Gasparo's portrait of President Eisenhower, showing a strong, resolute image of the wartime general turned statesman. On the reverse, the Apollo 11 mission insignia is reproduced, with a bald eagle landing on the moon while holding an olive branch, reflecting both military strength and the pursuit of peace. Struck in copper-nickel clad, with a diameter of 38.1 millimeters and weight of 22.68 grams, the coin is bold and heavy compared to modern dollars. Its space-themed imagery alongside a presidential tribute ensures its continued distinction in American coinage. Rarity is always a relative concept with Eisenhower dollars, as they were minted in large numbers, but high-grade survivors are much scarcer. The 1974 no-mint mark dollar saw tens of millions struck, yet coins with strong details, bright luster, and free from contact marks are difficult to locate. Error coins, such as doubled dies, off-center strikes, or planchette flaws, dramatically increase value. In dirty or heavily worn condition, such coins may only trade slightly above face value, but rarer varieties or exceptionally well-preserved examples have become highly sought after. This explains the widespread indesirability between average circulated and certified mint state pieces. In terms of value, circulated and dirty 1974 Eisenhower dollars without mint marks typically bring $300 to $400 in the marketplace. However, when graded by services like PCGS or NGC at levels of MS65 and above, prices can rise significantly, often ranging from $1,000 to $4,000. Ultra-high grades, such as MS66 or better, are much harder to find and can bring several $1,000s at auction. Collectors who focus on die varieties or error examples have pushed certain coins past $5,000, especially when unusual striking details are combined with excellent overall preservation. For collectors aiming to acquire one of these coins, careful study and patience are required. Since most circulated pieces are common, identifying high-quality examples with strong strikes and minimal blemishes is key. Learning to recognize die varieties, particularly doubled dies, can make the difference between a coin worth a few dollars and one worth hundreds. Submitting coins for professional certification provides assurance of authenticity and grade, both of which are essential when considering high-value purchases. Proper storage, such as airtight capsules or archival holders, ensures that any remaining luster is preserved for future appreciation. The 1974 Eisenhower dollar also appeals because of its transitional place in the series. Coming just before the bicentennial issues, it represents the last of the regular designs and therefore anchors a collection of Eisenhower dollars in historical context. Its blend of presidential tribute and space imagery captures the American spirit of progress, making it more than just a piece of currency. For many collectors, this coin reflects a moment when America looked both backward at Eisenhower's leadership and forward toward the possibilities of the space age. In conclusion, the 1974 Eisenhower dollar without a mint mark is a coin that combines accessibility with the potential for rare and valuable discoveries. While most examples found in dated or circulated condition may only hold modest value, the rarer high-grade and era coins command significant attention in the numismatic community. It represents not only the story of a president and a space program, but also the ongoing evolution of American coinage. For both new and seasoned collectors, it offers a rewarding pursuit, blending history, artistry, and the chance of finding a truly rare treasure hidden within an otherwise common coin. Next up, the 1978 Eisenhower dollar without a mint mark holds a special place in American numismatics as the final year of issue for this large-format dollar series. Struck at the Philadelphia Mint, these coins carry no mint mark, and while many were made for circulation, their significance lies in the fact that they represent the end of an era. For collectors, even a very dirty and heavily circulated example carries historic value, as it marks the conclusion of the Eisenhower dollar before the U.S. transitioned to smaller dollar coins like the Susan B. Anthony dollar. This finality makes the 1978 issue appealing, with certain rare and high-grade varieties commanding strong premiums. The coin was released during a transitional period in U.S. coinage. Introduced in 1971, the Eisenhower dollar honored Dwight D. Eisenhower, both as a military leader and as the 34th President of the United States. By 1978, however, the mint and the public were moving towards smaller, more practical coinage for circulation, making the Eisenhower dollar somewhat impractical due to its large size and weight. The 1978 issue, therefore, stands as the last of its kind, struck at Philadelphia without a mint mark, alongside Denver D mint coins. Its production links it directly to the end of a short but impactful series that bridged two eras of American currency. The design of the 1978 Eisenhower dollar continued the imagery that had defined this series since its debut. The obverse carried Frank Gasparo's portrait of Eisenhower, emphasizing strength and leadership in a modern presidential coin. The reverse used the Apollo 11 insignia, with the eagle landing on the moon carrying an olive branch, symbolizing both the triumph of space exploration and the hope for peace. Composed of copper nickel clad, with a diameter of 38.1 millimeters and a weight of 22.68 grams, the coin had a size and heft that made it unique among modern issues. This combination of presidential tribute and lunar imagery is particularly distinctive and keeps the design relevant to collectors even decades later. Rarity in the 1978 Eisenhower dollar without a mint mark arises not from overall mintage, as millions were struck, but from condition and special varieties. Most circulated coins are common, and many are found today in dirty, worn states that diminish eye appeal. However, examples with sharp strikes, clean surfaces, and strong luster are much harder to locate. Certain die varieties, such as double dies or planchette errors, are particularly scarce and add significant collector interest. Because the Philadelphia Mint often produced weaker strikes than its counterparts, coins with well-defined details are highly sought after. In terms of market value, heavily circulated and dating 1978 no-mint mark Eisenhower dollars usually bring between $100 and $300, barely above face value. However, uncirculated coins graded MS-65 regularly sell in the $1,500 to $2,500 range, while higher-graded MS-66 examples can command $3,000 or more. Rare-era coins or exceptional specimens with flawless surfaces have reached well over $4,000 at auction. These prices reflect not only condition rarity, but also the symbolic value of owning a piece from the last year of the Eisenhower Dollar series. For collectors pursuing this coin, careful selection is essential. Most examples available on the market are circulated, so identifying coins with minimal wear, strong strike, and attractive luster is important. Submitting the coin to grading services like PCGS or NGC is highly recommended for higher-grade finds, as certified status boosts both marketability and value. Collectors should also learn to recognize minor varieties, since even small differences can significantly affect desirability. Once acquired, coins should be stored in protective holders to prevent further tarnish, especially for those with natural toning that adds character. What makes the 1978 no-mint mark Eisenhower Dollar especially appealing is its role as both a historical artifact and a collectible conclusion. It closes the chapter on the large-sized dollar coins of the 20th century, serving as a bridge between traditional silver dollar-era coinage and the smaller, modern dollars that followed. This dual role, final issue and commemorative by circumstance, gives it a lasting legacy in U.S. coinage. Even in poor condition, it carries a symbolic weight that transcends its modest value. In summary, the 1978 Eisenhower Dollar without a mint mark is more than just a common coin. It is a piece of history marking the end of an important series. While most circulated and dirty examples remain inexpensive, rarer varieties and pristine mint-state pieces can fetch impressive sums on the market. Collectors value it for its design, its place in American coinage, and its role as a transitional issue. For both new and experienced numismatists, it offers a meaningful and rewarding pursuit, blending affordability with the possibility of uncovering a rare and valuable treasure.